Oh, man. Even hit that a little high in the toe. 117 miles an hour, feet together. Yeah, it's pretty tough. His technique has gotten so good. I mean, it just shows how much you've grown as a golfer because, I mean, you haven't done this drill feet together with the driver ever, apart from today. Yeah. Right? We had a little warm up and that's all it was. And look at how efficient that is. I'm going to have a hard time going. I mean, I can hit it over 300 yards feet together, but I can't touch that. Really, really important show for you guys. You're going to absolutely love the technique and how easy it is to acquire and how you'll be able to apply it in your game to stop swaying and to stay centered and to get that efficiency, to get your ground forces. Ground forces practice feet together is unbelievably good. So stay with us. This is going to be an important show for so many of you. Let's see what the old guy has to get things started. That felt like a pretty centered hit, guys. Come on, there it is. So a little power fade, feet together over 300 yards. And if you look at my speed, it's 105 miles an hour. When you do this efficiently, you should be able to get up to 90% of your club head speed feet together. Now that's a pretty significant number, isn't it? So let's dig in and dig deep into what we're going to do here. And I want to show you just how efficient Mu's swing is. So he's going to show you a couple of shots with a 7-iron. And then Sav is going to show you a couple of shots as well. So right out of the gate, I'm going to show you while Mu is doing that. Actually, go ahead and get set here, Mu. Okay. So when you go feet together, you'll notice the center of gravity changes because imagine like a tripod of a camera. When you widen your stance, the center of gravity comes down and it spreads the club out away from you. And when you go feet together, you'll notice the club wants to come back inside, right? You feel a little taller now with your feet together, Mu? Yeah, slightly, yeah. So when you do feet, back and through, a little perpetual motion drill, back and through. And there's the acid test to make sure that you're staying put. Do that in front of the camera, Mu. Watch how his knees stay together. Both arches of his feet stay together like suction cups. And notice how, if you stop at the top of the backswing, his arms on this side, the butt has to counterbalance his arms over there. Notice how his knees are staying on top of the feet. This is critical because for many of you, you're trying to stay at the same level and you're going to end up doing that and your knees are going to spill out and to the outside of your feet and you're going to lose your balance and it's not going to feel very powerful. It's going to feel very awkward. So half your knee is your femur and your femur is your hip. And the only way your rib cage and your pelvis can move on top of those hips is if the knees give. So you want to use ground forces better on the downswing, you have to come up in the backswing. For sure. So this is like the ultimate drill to get that because when you come up in the backswing, down, up, you don't sway. So right away, it kills the sway because if you sway, you fall down. Number two, it increases the level of speed that you're going to have throughout the swing. So as he does this swing back and through without stopping, watch how his head moves up and down. See that? He's got that beautiful leg work, but notice he's always cutting grass. And he's always cutting grass at the same place at the same amount, right? So right there is where that club is going to be passing by. So there's your distance to ball. And because this is a self-preserving mechanism of the human body, notice you'll never see Mu go into hyperextension and then lock his knees and hurt himself. And he'll never squat down, you know, to the ground and hurt himself there. There's a nice ebb and flow that you use, just like when you're walking or you're skating, right? Yeah. So let's see you hit a couple of shots, dude. The feel you're looking for, Mu, because you do this so well in the backswing. When you let the arms fall, I want you to fall through the ball and intermediate point out to the target. Right. Just feel the weight of the arms fall through there and feel that peak speed out there. Yeah. And what's going to happen is your butt is going to return and create a catapulting effect out into the target. Right. So it's like a trebuchet in French, right? Yeah. That French counterweighted catapult. Wow, look at that. And you didn't apply any effort there, did you?
No, I was just trying to be loose with the feel.
Just trying to be loose with the feel. Yeah. And look at that. Center hit, right? Yeah. And look at that carry. 195, 98 miles an hour club speed with a 7-iron, right? See how efficient that is? That is the coolest. So when I instructed you to just let the arms fall through there, yeah, you didn't push on it. Yeah, I wasn't rushing. And there was no rushing or sticking in the ground. So really feel how you're letting the arms pass you by and go towards the target, and let that kinetic chain in your machine take care of that explosiveness for you. You won't believe how far you're going to hit this. So let's see what Sav's got. Yeah, I'll go first. Psych. Sav's going to go right after me and close the show. So you want to stay tuned for that. Here's my feet together. Here's my feet apart. Feet together. Let it swing back and through. Notice how I'm coming up and down. And I'm just going to let momentum send some grass clippings in the direction of the target. That's my task. So I feel the weight of the arms and club. I'm going to aim just a hair left of that intermediate point, and I'm just going to let momentum take it in that direction. Oh man, look at that. So there's my 7-iron, which is my average 175 carry club, and I can't do it any better than that. That was 169 carry, and look at my side spin on that is only 300 to the left, a nice little tidy draw. And I started that 0.4 on that line. See how accurate that was? Now, I wish that was club head speed there, but that's ball speed at 118. So, let's see Sav. Yes. There we go. Oh, that was pretty. So, what's your normal carry with the 7-iron, Sav?
Like 170, 175.
So 170, 170, that's mine. How dare you? So 155 carry right there. And this is, when was the last time you got feet together? Since we were at Richmond Hill. Yeah. And you were in high school. And we used that drill to keep you centered back then because you had a little bit of a slide in your takeaway, right? Yeah. That little slide. So for so many of you, that really helped your sway. It really helped centered your swing. And that's one of the drills that Sav used to get on the team. I mean, that golf team had 2 full ride scholarships on it out of a group of 5. And she came in at number 3, and she's the soccer player. That was her main sport. So the feet together drill was really instrumental in getting her the consistency and the accuracy that she needed to be on that team. And so for many of you who tend to sway, lose your balance, things like that, this feet together drill is going to be tremendous. So if you do a couple of face on for the camera here, you'll notice Sav likes to have her feet slightly apart. That's okay, as long as the knees are not separating. And you'll notice that when she takes her backswing, her knees are rotating together. Look at that. So both of her femurs are moving together. And look at how both knees are staying on top of her feet and not rocking to the outside. So we don't want any of this stuff. That's why that extension is so important, right? And that, I think that was one of the instrumental things too, that when you started swinging faster, you know, at 105, 108 miles an hour, when we were doing the drills with the swing caddy, that was a good prelude for your leg work, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, you know, from way back when, and we've been teaching this, we've been espousing this feet together drill for a very long time on YouTube, since 2007. And that's one of our mainstays, and that's why I'm so efficient, because I've practiced a lot with it, both right hand and left hand, and it's really helped my game out a ton. So I know it's going to help you out a whole lot. Now, if you want to see feet together back to feet apart, I know many of you are going to say, yeah, I got the feet together down. How do I bring it back to feet apart? Please go to wisdomingolfpremium.com. It's only $9.95 a month. And go check out feet together, back to feet apart. And you can use that drill also for when we do the one leg drill. It's going to show you how to go from one leg back to feet apart. So either the one leg drill that we did last week or the feet together drill that we're doing this week, or both, are going to do wonders for your game, okay? So let us know which one you preferred. And by the way, just a planting of the seed here, we're striving and we're working really hard to get to 200,000 subscribers. Please subscribe to the channel. We would really appreciate it. And when we get to 200,000, we're going to auction off, we're going to raffle off amongst the 200,000 of you a full weekend of golf at my place here in Quebec City. You'll be staying in our guest room, and then we're going to, you know, benefit from one of Mu's special smoking, right? His smoking specialties. We'll have a nice barbecue. You guys will come up and play at Royal Quebec. We'll give you all the tips that you need, you know, to make your game go to the next level. And you get to play with the three of us right here at Royal Quebec as our guest. How about that? All you need is a plane ticket to get here. We take care of the rest. See you soon. Subscribe.